Hello everybody, welcome to our channel our health and wellness. So today we are going to discuss about further part of the chapter metals and non-metals for class 10 science. Question आ जाता है कि explain why metals do not liberate hydrogen gas with dilute nitric acid. अब metals hydrogen gas क्यों नहीं liberate करते dilute nitric acid से? क्यों? Because nitric acid is a very strong oxidizing agent and as soon as hydrogen is formed, nitric acid oxidizes this to water in the reaction. Next question is, name two metals which can however somehow liberate hydrogen gas from very dilute nitric acid. So those metals are magnesium and the manganese. So our next question is what happens when calcium reacts with chlorine? तो कैल्शियम जब क्लोरीन के साथ रिएक्ट करता है देन एन आयनिक क्लोराइड इज फॉर्म्ड दैट इज कॉल्ड कैल्शियम क्लोराइड. दैट इज अ वेरी विगरस रिएक्शन. एंड when magnesium reacts with very dilute nitric acid, hydrogen gas is liberated and magnesium nitrate is formed. Next question is, what happens when a rod of zinc metal is dipped in a solution of copper sulfate? So when a strip of zinc metal is dipped in a copper sulfate solution, the blue color of copper sulfate solution will disappear and on the zinc strip a coating of brown reddish color is deposited. So next question is 5 uses of metals. 5 uses of metals are malleable, so they can be drawn into sheets. Metals are ductile, so wires can be formed. Mercury is the metal that is used in thermometers and sphygmomanometers. That is the instrument that is used to measure blood pressure. Copper is used to make wires and utensils. Gold and silver is used to make jewelry. So non-metals uses are hydrogen is used as a rocket fuel. Graphite is used to make electrodes. Nitrogen is used in food preservation as it is an inert gas. Hydrogen is used to make ammonia. So next question is, a copper plate is dipped in silver nitrate solution. After some time, silver from the solution was deposited on the copper plate. So what happens is, when a copper plate is dipped in silver nitrate solution, silver will get deposited on the copper plate, and because copper is more reactive than silver and it displaces silver from silver nitrate solution. So our next question is, state one use of sulfur. To sulfur is used to vulcanization of rubber. One use of copper is used to make wires and utensils. Aluminium is used for packing of food items and medicines. Iron is used to make utensils. Silver is used to make jewelry items. Mercury is used in sphygmomanometers and thermometers, and gold is used to make the jewelry. So next question is, why does aluminium do not react with water under ordinary conditions? Aluminium do not react with water under ordinary conditions because on the surface of aluminium a thin layer of aluminium oxide is formed. Name two metals which cannot displace hydrogen from dilute acids, that is the copper and silver. They cannot displace hydrogen from dilute acids. Name two metals which can displace hydrogen from dilute acids. So sodium and magnesium are the two metals which can displace hydrogen from dilute acids. So our next question is, why is white phosphorus kept immersed under water? So white phosphorus starts burning when it comes with contact with air, but it does not react with water. Why is sodium kept immersed in kerosene oil? Sodium is so much reactive that it will react with atmospheric oxygen to catch fire. So to prevent the explosion, sodium is kept in kerosene. Next question is, can we keep sodium immersed under water? So sodium cannot be kept immersed under water because it reacts vigorously in cold water to form hydroxide and hydrogen gas, and a huge amount of heat is evolved. So our next question is, Our next question is, just wait a minute. If you are given a dry cell, a torch bulb with holder, and crocodile clips and wires, how will we use them to distinguish between samples of non-metals and metals? If a torch bulb is fitted in a holder and connecting wires with crocodile clips connected them to an electric circuit, for example, if we insert a piece of sulfur, which is a non-metal, between the crocodile clip and the bulb does not light up, sulfur does not allow the electric current to pass. Sulfur has low electric conductivity. Now, if we insert a piece of copper between crocodile clips and the bulb will start to glow. This indicates that metal will conduct electricity and it will allow the electric current to pass through it. So, state any 5 physical properties of metals. Properties of metals are malleable, metals are ductile, metals are good conductor of electricity, metals are hard, and metals are lustrous. 5 physical properties of non-metals are: non-metals are generally soft, non-metals are bad conductor of electricity, non-metals are non-lustrous, non-metals are non-ductile, and non-metals are non-malleable. Our next question is, name 2 physical properties each of carbon and sodium in which their behavior is not expected from their classification as a metal and non-metal. So, sodium is a soft metal which has low melting point, and generally metals are hard and have high melting point. Next is, carbon is a non-metal and the allotrope of carbon is graphite, which is a good conductor of electricity and is having a high melting point, which is on the contrary, generally non-metals are bad conductors of electricity and have low melting points. So, next question is, name 2 metals whose melting points are so low that they can melt when held in hand. So, gallium and cesium are the non-metals, so are the metals which have low melting point and will melt in hand when held. So, our next question is, metals are said to be shiny. Why do metals generally appear to be dull? And how can we restore the brightness of the metals? So, metals appear to be dull when they are kept in air for a long time, as they form a layer of sulfide, carbonate or oxide on their surface by the action of gases present in the atmosphere, that is sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide and oxygen. Brightness of the metals can be restored by rubbing the dull surface with a sandpaper, and then the outer layer is removed and the metal object becomes shiny. So, our next question is, what are metals, and give the 5 examples of metals. So, metals are the elements that conduct electricity. They are malleable and ductile. Examples of metals are iron and aluminium. Next question is, name a metal which is so soft that it can be cut with a knife. So, sodium is the metal which is so soft that it can be cut with a knife. Next question is, name the metal which is the best conductor of heat and electricity. Silver is the best conductor of heat and electricity. Our next question is, define non-metals and give 5 examples of non-metals. Non-metals are those which are poor conductor of electricity and they are neither malleable nor ductile. Examples are phosphorus, silicon, oxygen, sulfur and carbon. Name a non-metal which conducts electricity. So, that is carbon. Name a non-metal having luster, shining surface, that is iodine. Name a non-metal which is extremely hard, that is diamond. So, that's all for the day. Thank you so much.